All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. We're looking at the final race of the season, Precision Racing League. It is the 28th day of February 2012. Qualified fourth, had to restart the race due to some disconnect problems. Qualified fourth in the rain. And here we are about to take the start here of the Brazilian Grand Prix. As we can hear some of the chatter in the background. Going to be hitting the DRS sign here, and that'll be the green to go. Of course, we have a new member, BR, up front. John Robb second, Pink Tank third. Light right behind myself with Todd, or TW. Again, 36 laps here. Looks like there was 74% chance of rain here. Getting a little anxious there on Pink Tank. Whipping the organization in order here. So here's our first lap on lap 2, due to the formation lap. Again, 74% chance of rain here, so I was playing around with initial rain setup and then, of course, a dry setup, and I kind of had to split the difference because we knew rain was coming. So BR getting a penalty there for illegal blocking. A little bit too slow right there, BR probably, which is why I got that light coming right around me. So with 74% chance of rain, a lot of the members here were thinking of course, we knew the rain was coming, and I think the pit board or the pit announcement said in about 10 or 15 minutes, so we knew it was going to be an interesting race.
Sorry.
First Mugo's just waiting to come by.
Sorry if I ran your wide there, Phil. It's cool.
So two guys by right there. Then JD going by, Mugo's going by. So some of the faster guys, I'll qualify them in the rain, but obviously as it goes dry here, cannot hold them off. I think we had a problem with one of the members. I think Joel had to do a restart, so we did the race. I think myself with Todd actually hosted the event, so it was nice to see that we didn't disconnect. But some of the faster guys in the dry are coming by. And I think at this point we'll go ahead and speed up a little bit. Pretty uneventful race here. Again, I think everyone's staying out here on the options to wait for the rain. I think we were able to get at least 8 to 12 laps on those options without tires going away. JD being very patient right here. No, that's Joel behind me.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 10 minutes' time.
So at this point, I think, I'm sitting at 7th overall, really looking to race Scully for the final points of the season. And I think Scully had kind of a bad qualifier and start, so I think he's back there somewhere, I think. But you're never really sure. Of course, I was up a few points on Scully, but we're glad to see that everyone made it for the final race. And I think at this point we just tooling around between 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we eventually are waiting for the rain, and then we all dive in for the rain tires, some sooner than others. Okay, looks like Michael getting a little out of shape right there. Yeah, I think what I did is I went ahead and was trying to work without the actual driver's aids, but I ended up turning them back on, thinking if it was going to rain, I wouldn't mind using the corner track map there, and of course some traction control. Although I think that's kind of a slower way to do it, but Copper Plate, of course, having a good race. Phil having a good race this time around. All right, so on lap 5 here, we'll just go ahead and speed it up and get to the rain. Kind of keep this video short and sweet for the last one of the year, or at least the season. as we're doing this video on the 28th day of February 2012. So we'll stop it right here and speed it up. Okay, so here we jump to lap 12 here. I think the rain is about to fall, or it is actually falling. Again, we are watching this through Afterburn. Afterburn, of course, re-rendering the video through Camtasia. At this point, I'm not sure what to think, because all of a sudden I find myself closing up on Joel here.
The car ahead has just fitted prime tyres, going for a longer stint between stops.
Which is not my normal operating procedure, but I think when I go by Joel here, he ask him what's wrong. I think he got the wrong tire there.
That race is kaput.
Okay, so Joel commenting about the wrong tire selection, so he feels that race just got away from him. You don't really see Joel on the order like that much very often, so at this point I'm just trying to get my bearing here. Stop here, looks like we're hesitating.
You're keeping up with race pace, keep pushing. Our data's showing that the car ahead's likely to be running in fuel conservation mode. His times will be slightly slower than normal.
Okay, so we'll stop it here and speed it up.
Car bump.
Say that again.
Okay, so right here we see Phil. I think if I come around here, I think Phil's actually in the pits. Lap 26. Yeah, so there's Phil coming out. Ten seconds to J Digital, and of course a minute 37 to Copper. Nice to see Copper actually completing some of the events. He's had some bad luck throughout the year, so we look forward to seeing him back. Okay, so there's Phil. So this is some impressive driving here by Phil.
Say that again.
Well, Phil is, I think, somewhere in that first opening laps, I think Phil was behind me. I thought he was, and I ended up saying to him to take it easy. The rain's coming, because I didn't want him to force the issue. And but just excellent patience there by Phil. Just waiting for the opportunity. I'm trying to shortcut as much as possible. Now, I think somewhere in there, I think the radio said to me that they're actually lapping faster on intermediates than full wet. So at this point, I'm, 27 out of 36. Yeah, so right there, as it tells me to change over, and at this point, I don't think I have to. I'm really racing Scully at this point, although I'd like a better finish than certainly 8th. Still a little confused on. Here's Phil. I try to take Phil deep here. I know he's coming. Stay on the throttle right here. And just excellent driving there, Phil. Mighty impressive there. I'll break myself there, so he just pulls away. I believe you're on intermediates there, Phil, right? So maybe you can comment on the video section below. At this point, I can't stay with him. Yeah, the full wets are fine when it's full monsoon, but when it's just wet, they're definitely slower. So I didn't want to stop. There's Copper Plate 207 back. I think Scully's behind Copper, so I probably could have stopped, but at that point I thought, well, I should be able to make the full stint here on the wet, so just stay out here. I'm not sure. Not sure where I finish here. Again, we'll check the order in a minute. But 28 out of 36 laps, and at that point, that was the only other exciting move. Yeah, the only other exciting move. Okay, so nice pass by Phil there, going full rich. Okay, so 2.6 seconds. Phil's just pulling away at this point. We're 8th. Trying to lock up 9th here. So we'll stop it right here and speed it up. Okay, so here we are on lap 34. Finishing lap 34, going on to lap 35. Of course, we see that J Digital is just right behind me here. You're going to start seeing that gap shrink here between myself and J Digital. Okay, now I didn't notice this. I did not notice the fuel light. At this point, I'm just thinking to myself, am I be able to maintain this gap here? 9.5 to John Robb, but only 4.7 to J Digital. So I'm thinking, can I hold out for 8th here? And of course, you can see the track map. I'm in the red dot here. J Digital is in the next orange dot behind me here. So I'm taking one lap to go. I should be able to hold them off, although we've had a couple instances where he would be pitting a little more than I would in some of these races, and all of a sudden he would still catch me. So I got to work on that for next year. Okay, he's down to 3.3 seconds there. So I'm just thinking to myself, one more lap here, don't make a mistake. Now at this point, remember, I don't remember my fuel is running out, right? And I think something happened between Josh and J Digital, rather. Well, Josh and BR, one of the newer members joining us tonight. And I think right then and there,
I fucked up my tires. I asked Josh, he says, is it going to be wet? He said, yeah. And I went to wet, and then he's like, wait a minute, I don't know. And yeah, I just made a bad tire choice, and
yeah, so it's like Joe went to wets versus intermediate. So, but that's it right there. So again, I'm running out right around here. Yeah, right there, ran out. So I think Josh had a problem with BR, and I'm not sure BR really needed to pull a pass on
I don't know which Williams it was, but I got off track pretty much.
Josh, but I think Pink Tank was closing on BR, so he couldn't. BR probably had to get around Josh. Is probably what happened. We'll see that in the review. So anyway, so here we all finish 8th place here. So it looks like Pink Tank actually won it, but BR with his time penalty revision got it back. So that is exactly what happened. So I finished my objective, finishing 8th or above. So I passed my objective. So again, congratulations to all the new members and all the old members and all the current members and future members of Precision Racing League. We'll look forward to you in the next season here, starting in 2012. I think we're going to start in about 3 weeks' time, which would put us right around that 3rd week of March. So thanks again to everybody, and of course, great job Mughal Slam for putting on this event, and we look forward to seeing everybody next time. Have a great day. Take care.